turns its fuel to ashes, O Arjuna, even so does the fire of wisdom turn to ashes all work. Shri Krishna has given a very nice formula in this verse. Guruji and I can say from our own experiences that this really makes a difference in one's life. If one commits a sin in life, then he has a natural tendency to try and do a good deed against this. For example, if one gets angry and lets it out on someone, then you'll think that he's done something wrong and has committed a sin. If we are of clear hearts, then we'll go to the person who we took our anger on and apologize, saying that we're sorry, that we shouldn't have got angry, and that it was a misunderstanding. Some people don't even do this, but others just go and apologize about the issue. Therefore, they have apologized for getting angry in order to balance the credit. Shri Krishna says that this person is doing the wrong thing, as it is a mistake to try and do a good deed against the wrong deed, because then we feel that we did the wrong thing due to circumstances and a situation at the time, and that this has been wiped out by doing the good deed. Therefore, the guilt or the thorn of anger that was there has been picked up and thrown away, but it has not been rooted out. We may have apologized many times like this after doing wrong deeds, and yet we get angry over and over again. Why does this happen? Shri Krishna says that wisdom is by observation. He says that if you get angry, then you should observe the whole issue. If you observe why you got angry in the first, you should observe why you got angry in the first place. You may go and apologize for doing the wrong thing, but you do not clean yourself up, but from the inside by apologizing. You may try a blindfold over the person's heart, but you cannot tie a blindfold over your own heart. If you want to get rid of the anger in your own heart, then you should observe where the root of the anger is. You should observe why the anger came in the first place. You should attain this wisdom. You should find out what situation came to make you angry. You should examine why the anger came and what the consequences have been of you getting angry in the past. You should examine whether you are prepared to face the consequences of getting angry in the future. Think about it and keep observing this. When you keep observing this, then you will never get angry again in your life. And if you get angry ever again in your life, then your anger will be your weapon and not your weakness. When you then get angry, then it will be to make an improvement in the other person, yet you will not get hurt inside yourself. This anger will not come from the heart, but it will be an act. This anger will come from your wisdom. This anger will come from your understanding. All our bad emotions come from misunderstandings, and when we're not able to control them, for example, anger, greed and lust. Think about this. Shri Krishna uses an example in this verse and says, just as the fire which is kindled turns wood to ashes, even so the fire of wisdom turn to ashes all work. Therefore, you just have to create this fire of wisdom inside yourself. Once you do, then all works will be burned to ashes and there will be no work left for you. Wisdom is great. The fire of wisdom burns all work because wisdom targets ignorance. In verses 35 to 37 of this chapter, Shri Krishna has shown the 4 consequences of wisdom. In 35th verse, Shri Krishna said the first consequence of wisdom. What was it? 35th verse, without looking. It was, one will not fall again into this confusion. In the same verse, Shri Krishna said that the second consequence of wisdom is that one will see all existence without exception in the self, will gain compassion, and will therefore see God in all things. In the 36th verse, Shri Krishna gave the third consequences. What was it? Even if you be the most sinful of all sinners, you shall cross over all sins by the boat of wisdom. If you are sitting in a boat of wisdom, then underneath the boat there is water everywhere, but the water does not touch you. In the same way, if you're sitting in the boat of wisdom, traveling in the river of the material world that is full of sin, then despite being in the material world does not touch you. In the same way, if you're sitting in the boat of wisdom, then even if you're traveling in the river of the material world does not touch you. This wisdom is like a coating that takes you beyond. Here, in the 37th verse, Shri Krishna says the fourth consequence is that the fire of wisdom will turn to ashes all work, just as the fire which is kindled turns wood to ashes. Therefore, one will be saved from the sins of work. If you want to sum this up, then the confusion will go away, one will see God in all things in the world, all one's sins will go away, and all the bondages of karmas will go away. Again, the confusion will go away, one will see God in all things in the world, all one's sins will go away, and the bondages of karma will go away. Why does a human being commit sins? It is because of confusion. And when one does commit sins, then the bondages of karmas arise. This is a chain reaction. What is the reason for this confusion? Vedantis say that this confusion is born from ignorance. Then we should attack ignorance directly. How can one attack ignorance? It can be done through wisdom. The darkness of ignorance goes away through the light of wisdom. That is why Shri Krishna gives so much importance to wisdom here. All karmas arise because of confusion, and confusion arises because of ignorance. The only way to attack ignorance is through wisdom. The fire of wisdom burns the wood of ignorance. If you want to break down a tree, then you will not be able to do so quickly by trying to take each leaf or branch off. You have to break the whole tree by attacking the trunk, and the whole tree will fall down by itself. Verse 38.